Hi, welcome to the Geeky Gaming Girl. I'm Mickey, and today I'd like to review Century Spice Road. To start off with this game, I've set up a simple two-player, where the first player gets 3 cubes, second player gets 4 cubes. Every player starts out with 2 cards. One is a simple resource card, one is an upgrade card. Every player also starts out with a caravan. You have a limit of 10 cubes on your turn. You can gain more than 10 cubes, but once you go to put them on your rack, you'll have to decide what to get rid of and what to keep. So what's the goal of Century Spice? The goal is to gain resources to attain these points cards. Some of these points cards are very easy to get, whereas some of them are very hard to get, depending on what resources are on the card. To play the turn, you start with and you have one of 3 actions. You can either play a card from your hand, you can pick up or buy a card from the game board, or you can rest. To play a card from your hand, you'll simply take the card from your hand, place it down in front of you, and either gain the resources depicted on that card, or downgrade and or upgrade whatever resources are on that card from your own personal supply. The upgrade cards everyone comes with have 2 upgrade slots. That means you can either take 1 cube up 2 levels, or you could take 2 cubes up 1 level. And what are the cubes that we're playing with? The game plays with cardamom, saffron, turmeric, and cinnamon, in that order. So if you take and use your 2-slot resource card on a single yellow cube, you turn it into a single green cube. Or you could take and turn 2 yellow cubes into 2 red cubes. The other cards that you will be able to play will include downgrade and upgrade cards. These are useful for generating the different colors of resources you'll need for the points cards. The type of card that you can pick up are the points cards, as I mentioned before. Once you have achieved whatever needed resources are there, you simply return those resources to the general supply and claim that card. One thing that is special about the first and second columns of the points cards row is they come with gold or silver coins. A gold coin is worth 3 extra points at the end of the game. A silver coin is worth 1 extra point at the end of the game. So those 2 columns are kind of nifty. The third action that you can do on your turn is to rest. When you rest, you simply pick up the cards that you had in your hand and return them to your hand. You don't necessarily need to run out of cards in order to rest, if you've used up cards that you want to return to very quickly. And that's the simple gameplay. It's important to have a flexible strategy and to watch the cards and resources that other players gain and use. You want to make sure that you don't get swiped at the last second when you end up going for the same card as the other player. In a 2 or 3 player game, once someone has reached their 6th card, the game ends. There is a possibility that you can finish the round if the first or second player is who has finished the game. If, however, the last player of a 2 or 3 player game is the person who gains their last card, the game ends immediately. In a 4 or 5 player game, the card limit that is needed to be reached is only 5. And that's it for the gameplay. So some of my thoughts are, one of the things I really like about Century Spice is the fact that it is very much dependent on your strategy and how you build your engine, given the cards at hand. So there is some strategy combined with random chance because you never know what cards will be coming out. But thankfully, it's not a game that involves dice. If you've ever watched the Geek and Sundry channel and have seen Will Wheaton's tabletop gaming, you'll know what I mean when I say I roll dice like Will Wheaton, which is to say, not very well. What I like is that with Century Spice Road, a lot of the gameplay is in my control. I put together my engine, and I'm in charge of executing it. Another fun thing about this game is the cubes. It is fun to have these resources on your tableau and to rearrange them and play with them and try to figure out what kind of card you want to go for next. So that's it for my review on Century Spice Road. Given the current pandemic going on, I hope that you stay safe, stay healthy, and sometime soon, I hope you get your game on.